One down, 3 to go for the New York Knicks. And brother, when I tell you that doggone microphone, when I tell you that they stole game one last night, they stole game one in the final 15 minutes. We'll talk about that. We'll talk about Brendan Sorsby ruining college football, along with a couple of other things. And I think we're going to call it from there and just call it an express episode. I've got to get used to the new time. Anyway, I'm back. Good to have y'all with us. Snowman in the Morning begins right now.
I can't do it. We'll do it live. Do it live. I'll write it and we'll do it live.
Mister, will you please wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up?
Good morning. Snowman here to all you Brock Purdy and San Francisco 49er haters. Shut up! I got to thank you, Shane.
I mean, whatever happened to the games where breaking 100 points was, I don't know, unusual?
There was one word to sum up the All-Star weekend.
Trays. Because we take this job so serious.
Splash Brothers, yes. Ray Allen, replace him with Steve Kerr. Reggie Miller, yeah.
What in the all types of blue hell?
I'll get this doggone thing adjusted. Good morning. And it feels good to say that. Welcome to the tripped up Thursday edition of Snowman in the Morning. Glad to have y'all with us. We're going to get Deetstradamus and Totally Deets in a few moments, but I'm going to spend the first few moments talking about last night's NBA World Championship Game 1. What a second half performance by the New York Knicks, coming from 14 down and snatching Game 1 last night, 105-95. Several benchmarks in the game last night. It marked the 6th consecutive win for the Knicks. Let me try that again. 6th consecutive road win for the New York Knicks of at least 10 points or more. They're not just beating people, they're beating people up. And Victor warned me about this very savage defense of the New York Knicks. Speaking of Victor, we go to Chicago. And Victor, you warned me about this savage defense. I pointed it out in the pregame show last night. And boy, that second half defense of the Knicks came to play last night, man.
They stood up.
They did.
They stood
They
up.
stood all the way
made a
up.
statement immediately that you're not just going to come in and beat us down, 100 to 80 or 100 to 90. We're going to give you a fight.
Right.
And that's exactly what the Knicks did. Got to give it up to them.
And you know what the Knicks did? They delivered the first punch last night when they went up 7 early, and they delivered the last punch, closing the game with an 11-0 run. Because remember, the Spurs had scored 9 in a row to lead 95-94.
Right.
Then the Jalen Brunson, the former Stevenson Patriot, the former Chicagoan, former Villanova Wildcat, did the damn thing last night.
Yeah, he did.
Woo!
Yeah, he did.
That second half was a nightmare for San Antonio. Had no answers for not only Jalen Brunson, but for Karl-Anthony Towns.
Yeah.
And I kept saying during the broadcast last night that the Knicks needed to attack the basket, especially when Wemby was out of the game. Especially when Wemby was out of the game. They attacked the basket relentlessly in that second half last night.
They took advantage of Wemby's absence.
Oh, yeah, they did. And neither team shot the lights out. No. All right. A credit to both defenses, but New York gets more credit for their defense for holding San Antonio to under 100 points. B, holding them scoreless.
Yeah.
Holding them scoreless in the final 2.5 minutes. That's the weirdest thing to me.
Yeah.
For me to see a San Antonio team, and I've watched the Spurs since 1980, to see a Spurs team go scoreless in the final 2.5 minutes of a championship series game, and I know they haven't made the finals that often, but doggone it, of a championship series game, be it Western Conference Finals or NBA Finals or whatever, the Knicks put the clamps down on defense on this high-scoring Spurs team.
Not just that, but Jalen Brunson went off after he came back.
Well, that's the thing is that...
Listen, Jalen Brunson turned into Willis Reed.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing. That they basically let it be known, like, we are in the finals for a reason. A lot of people, and I would even say I thought it myself, that the Knicks weren't necessarily a team to belong there, that they had the easier division, the easier conference. Mm-hmm. And boy, did they say, no, dude, we are here.
Boy,
and you're gonna respect us.
I told
you guys in the group chat, New York was not a team to screw with this year from the way they were playing. And look what's going on.
They have won 12 in a row in the playoffs. Mm-hmm. You did, dog. You did. They won 12 in a row in the playoffs. 6 on the road of at least 10 points or more. Since they trailed 2-1 to, of all teams, the Atlanta Hawks.
Right.
And we were making fun of the Knicks for trailing 2-1 to the Atlanta Hawks.
Right.
They blew them out of the water. They blew Philadelphia out of the water. They destroyed the Cleveland Cadavers.
They humbled Cleveland.
They didn't just humble. They absolutely destroyed
the
Cleveland Cavaliers.
Yeah.
I mean,
pimp slapped them.
As you say, they embarrassed them with a capital E-M-B. They embarrassed them with a capital E-M-B. And
they embarrassed the Hawks. They embarrassed Philadelphia. Oh, man.
Speaking of EMB, Philadelphia didn't have Embiid even show up.
Right, Embiid.
Embiid's a coward. Okay? Embiid, I've been saying for years that Embiid's a coward. More on that later. But, man, New York showed up in the second half, and they showed out. And I love it.
If you want, now New York is obviously going to buy the fact of the whole Danhausen curse thing, but come on, let's be real for a minute. This team was nothing to screw with, and even in the regular season, let alone what they've done now.
Down the stretch, they pimp slapped the Atlantic Division, won that with no problem. They grabbed the number 3 seed in the Eastern Conference for the second consecutive year. And they're on a mission.
There's also a team
I got to give it to them. They're on a mission.
This is the team that just came out of nowhere. They've been flirting with being champions in the last 2-3 years. They've been getting closer and to the finals. I think what was it last year? I think it was the Eastern Conference Finals that they finally got the boot. And here they are. They passed that bugaboo. Now they've taken game 1. And not only is this, propping up the Knicks, but also questions the San Antonio Spurs, because even though
the Spurs got to go back to the drawing board after what happened.
Even though we know that the Knicks defense is dynamite, how do you let them keep you scoreless?
Because they held Wemby to 6 of 21 shooting.
Right.
There you go.
There's your answer. You just hold Wemby and
and
the rest of the team.
Yeah, and I said neither team shot the.
They didn't shoot the ball lights
neither
out.
team shot the lights out, but I tell you what, that I said during the pregame show last night that the Spurs have to find a way to solve that savage New York defense. Mm-hmm. And boy, did they solve it in the final 2 periods last night.
Yep.
That's scary.
Crazy.
Man.
Just
That's
crazy.
Scary.
That Knicks team is scary. That Knicks team is very scary. And San Antonio's got some work to do before game 2 of the World Championship Series. And we'll have game 2 live on the Snowman Multimedia Sports Network on Friday. Pause for a break. When we come back, another championship series is underway. And we got a power play to go with it.
All right.
Snowman in the morning, back in the deuce.
This is Snowman in the morning.
SeatGeek is the ticketing app for fans like Boomstick Lady. No free throw is safe from the roar of her sticks. SeatGeek helps her find a seat in the direct eye line of the shooter so she can sit where her boomsticks make the biggest boom. Everybody okay? SeatGeek handles the tickets to sports, concerts, and more, so fans can fan.
During bad weather, driving can become downright dangerous.
What's your emergency, please?
Trust Battle Vision Storm, the revolutionary glare reduction glasses that turn your sight bright during bad weather at night or during the day. Watch your ordinary vision become extraordinary. Battle Vision Storm uses light-optimizing lenses that block blue rays, so you see clearly in heavy rain at night or blinding snow during the day. Heavy rain, snow, sleet, or fog can make it impossible to drive. Not with Battle Vision Storm. Get your Battle Vision Storm for only $19.99. But wait, due to rising costs and supply chain shortages, this may be your last chance to get your very own at this low price. There is a strict limit of 4 Battle Vision Storm per order while supplies last. Don't wait, order now.
Call 1-800-483-6319 or visit battlevisionstorm.com. So call 1-800-483-6319 now.
Whether it's news, the largest egg producer finds bird flu in chickens at a Texas plant, weather, devastating tornadoes rip through the heart of the United States, inspiration, a breast cancer survivor completed the journey of chemotherapy, and now begins a future one of matrimony or sports. Michael Jordan is shown on a photo with Diddy. LeBron James has a video extolling the virtues of a Diddy party. This has been yet another beating a dead horse presentation. We got you covered. BS3 Network, in association with Comey Media Incorporated, proudly present The Morning Shift with Cole Johnson. Live every weekday at 8 a.m. Eastern, 7 a.m. Central.
Here's an important message from the Diabetes Solution Center. Do you like pricking your fingers to test your blood sugar levels? No one does, but it's important to maintain your health. And now, by wearing a small remote device called a continuous glucose monitor, or CGM, you don't need to prick your fingers anymore. It's easy to use and helps you make more accurate diabetes treatment decisions. If you are testing your blood sugar 3 or more times daily, injecting insulin, or using an insulin pump, call the Diabetes Solution Center right now. And if you have Medicare or most major insurance coverage, you may be able to get a new CGM at little to no out-of-pocket cost. Shipping is free, and we'll even bill your insurance company for you. If you are testing your blood sugar 3 or more times daily, injecting insulin, or using an insulin pump, call the Diabetes Solution Center right now to learn how to end the painful finger sticks and get your own continuous glucose monitor, or CGM, at little to no out-of-pocket cost.
'Cause we take this job so serious.
Here, bronsexuals.
You fool! What in the all types of blue hell?
This is Snowman in the morning.
On Labor Day, our 13th season of Snowman in the Morning, and Victor and the Oracle have been here for all of it. Dietz has been here for 9 seasons. It'll be 10. We'll get Dietz on a little bit later to talk a little college football. But first, we need a little power play. This morning is brought to you in part by Fanatics, officially licensed everything.
Stroking his goatee like a Bond villain over there.
Of course, this man
he's trying to steal McCoffey's thunder.
Nah, I'm just trying to make sure it looks right. I'm just trying to make sure it looks right. You know
no, he's doing this. He's doing the super villain thing that McCoffey usually does when he comes on with us, with that wicked smile, and McCoffey wears glasses, Droid wears glasses, and so do I. So we're all doing this before we come onto the air. You had two very important before we go on to Vegas, Carolina. Droid, you had two very important stats from last night.
Hold up a second. Does that mean this dude is a supervillain of esports, considering he's wearing an esports jersey right now?
Maybe.
Yes.
Pioneers, local born, local raised.
Yes. Yes.
Shout out.
Yes, he is.
Shout out Matt Ness of Kansas City Pioneers. Great guy. He was one of the main reasons why I got really into that community. So shout out him. He's the creative. I think he used to run the Pioneers account, which is why they follow me. So really sick dude. He's really cool, really chill. But from last night, the big stats that I was looking at was second chance points and steals.
Yeah.
The Knicks led with 8 steals on the night versus the Spurs 4, and 23 second chance points versus 14. So that's just 23 second chance points off rebounds. And the thing is, they were pretty even on offensive rebounds, except, there was 4 more from the Spurs. Defensive rebounds, Spurs only had 1 more, but it's those second chance points that are going to get you. And it showed that, it was almost 9 extra points of second chance from the Knicks. So that definitely was a big factor.
And a lot of that came in the second half last night. Speaking of second chances, the Vegas Golden Knights got a couple of second chances in Carolina, and they took full advantage of it to steal game 1. And Jordan and I had a conversation offline. He asked me if you could point one person that could help this series for Vegas, who would it be? And it's the person who scored the game winner on Tuesday night, Tomas Hertl, the former San Jose Shark.
And former New Jersey Devil.
New Jersey Devil, absolutely. He got the game winner in game 4 against Colorado, and he produces the game winner in game 1 against Carolina in the Stanley Cup Final. Don't sleep on Tomas Hertl.
Well, one of the big things I was telling people about this series is that if the Vegas Golden Knights do win, it's actually more of a sign to Toronto, because you got to remember Mitch Marner's on this Vegas Golden Knights team.
Right.
So if Mitch Marner wins the Stanley Cup the first year out of Toronto, what does that tell Austin Matthews? It's Toronto's not the
What does that tell? I was going to say, what does it tell Toronto? What does it tell Toronto?
So you look at Jared McCann. He left the Toronto Maple Leafs, went to Seattle, had a breakout. And then Mitch Marner leaves the Toronto Maple Leafs. He gets traded and then signed. And then all of a sudden he's in the Stanley Cup Final up 1-0 after game 1. And, it's a big thing, because you got to realize how much it affects organizations outside of the Final 2. It affects other organizations, because if these players from these bad teams are going to other teams and about to win finals or are in the finals, it says a lot about that organization. And I think that's where the Maple Leafs are at right now, especially with even with getting Gavin McKenna, because they got the first overall pick. Even getting Gavin McKenna, do you really think McKenna's going to want to stay long if they finds out that Mitch Marner stayed in Toronto for almost 10 seasons? and then he went to Vegas and is now on the track to win a cup. I mean, it says so much. But I also want to highlight Mr. Blake Hammock's Carolina Hurricanes. The third fastest goal in Game 1 history of the Stanley Cup Finals from Nikolai Ehlers, 25 seconds into the game. And your Indiana broadcast had no commentary. And I got to listen to the crowd pop. And oh my goodness. It's beautiful.
Wow.
Just a crowd pop. I think if I could find the clip, it'll be a lot easier to show than to describe.
You can't describe that kind of. I've been in the Lenovo Center when I lived in North Carolina.
So awful
you
announcing.
Can't describe that kind of crowd pop on a Carolina goal at all.
On WRTV in Indiana,
you have to experience.
WRTV out of Indianapolis had no broadcast or audio for Game 1 of the Stanley Cup Final, according to awful announcing. Pretty reliable page when it comes to announcing. And
I love awful announcing. I love those.
And let me know if you can hear audio.
We got audio.
5 seconds.
Yeah, there was no audio last night.
That's insane.
Here they come. "25 seconds into the ball game."
Shot was at 85 miles per hour, by the way.
Okay, I'll say this much. I love those
25. You know what?
I love
black unis.
Yeah, I love those too. But my big problem with the game is keeping a lead. They went up 2-0 and they choked it. They could not keep the lead to save their lives. And I think if you're want to beat a team like Vegas, you can't blow leads like that. You can't blow your chances.
Now the biggest question is does that fall down to goaltending or does that come down to a lack of forechecking?
I think it definitely falls on Carter Hart and Freddie Anderson. Both goalies struggled. I mean, Freddie Anderson is 78-3, the lowest of the playoffs for him, and his one of his few losses in the Stanley Cup playoffs. His last lowest was 76-2 against a loss to Montreal in Game 1, and that was his lowest since. So he went 4 straight games with almost an 80+. Carter Hart too. I mean, I have my opinions on Carter Hart, but outside of sports. But we leave that to offline. We don't talk about it on the air. But he played as best as he could. I mean, you can play as best as you can for a guy who just gave up the first goal of the Stanley Cup Final, and it's already shaking in your head, and you just kind of have to rely on your team to.
It's like what happened. It's like what happens when you're a pitcher and you give up the first pitch is a home run. You got to shake it off and go right back down into it.
Nikolai Ehlers scored the first 2.
I was going to say, boss, relating to that, didn't one of your White Sox pitchers give up a home run and then retire 18 straight?
18 in a row, yeah.
He did a couple times.
Hold on, we're gonna shout out the name. I'm good with live research, people.
It's what we do.
Live research. I think I'm gonna change the name of your segment.
I'm sorry, I made a mistake. No one talks about baseball. My fault. We shouldn't be talking about that.
David Sandlin.
Yep. Yeah.
It was his debut.
Yeah, he gave up a leadoff dong and then went and knocked out the next 18 in a row.
Yep.
Retired 18 in a row.
Record for the most consecutive outs in a debut over the last 100 years.
Well, I have to apologize. Folks. I talked about baseball. No one talks about baseball. I forgot.
Dun, dun, dun.
I'm not apologizing. Wait. We gotta do this thing. We gotta do this thing right. Hold on a minute. Nobody talks about baseball.
Right?
The hell are we talking about?
Try again. Nobody talks. Wait a minute. Nobody talks about baseball. That's the one I'm looking for.
But for Stanley Cup Final, that I had low expectations for. Everybody wanted Vegas, Montreal, or Colorado, Montreal.
Right.
Because Colorado, Montreal would be definitely cinematic, especially considering that Patty Waugh played for both teams, so he can't even cheer for any of them.
Right.
So
Right.
I thought
He can't.
Patty Waugh
He can't.
Stanley
No.
Cup Finals.
That would have been electric, actually.
But Colorado would have probably swept Montreal. I'm just being so for real.
But still would have been fun though.
I think that series would have gone 6.
I don't think so. You got to realize how Montreal played against Carolina. If they had made the finals against Vegas or Colorado, you would get a Western Conference winner. And I remember saying earlier in the season that the winner was going to come from the East, and then the East happened this playoffs, and I was just disappointed.
And then Buffalo got kicked in the ass.
Yep.
Because I don't want Carolina to win, because I don't want Blake getting on me for it. And I don't want Vegas to win because it's Vegas.
Because they already won. Well, I want to say, because is Blake getting nervous? Is Blake getting nervous? Because
no, he is. He's got all the confidence in the world. He is confident.
He's
confident, huh? Give me this camera. Dear Blake, be afraid. Be very, very afraid.
I think he said Marner, Donner, never talked about her. Canes in 5.
Canes in 5.
So Patrick Mahomey
which means that they would have to win 4 straight. I was like,
they had to win 4 straight.
Yeah. Oh dear.
Say that will not happen because Vegas has the ability to take it up a notch when it comes to finals time. For some reason.
Well,
wait a minute. Carolina won 4.
Oh my God! That's all Deed said.
Oh Lord!
Oh, no. All right, let me look.
You wrong, Deeds. You wrong.
On that note,
oh no.
On that note, we're going to a break. We have to.
No.
We got to go to a break and bring Deets in. After that comment he said, we'll reveal it when we come back. And I got a new intro for Deets also, at least one new piece of it.
Deets, I'm kicking your ass for that.
Deets.
Not only do you need to bring Deets in, but Deets
back
need to go
in
back.
a look.
Yeah, they're about to fight. We'll be back
I'm
after
taking
this.
to the air hockey table.
That's the power. That's the power play for this Thursday. Five, my ass after what I saw Tuesday night. We're bringing Deets in, and he's going to take this show so far off the rails, ain't no way we're going to get it back. Snowman in the morning, back in the deuce.
This is Snowman in the Morning.
I want to do a TED Talk, but I don't have anything to talk about yet. I'm getting there.
Life is for the living. We're not here that long.
You can learn anything you want to learn without any money spent.
What do I really enjoy? What do I really want out of life?
I am your host, WIZE.
Are you in a life holding pattern? Well, this is for you. Welcome to the Stuck in My Mind podcast. Live every Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday at 4 p.m. Central. Drew Willingham.
In this case, yeah, you put the blame on Kyle Shanahan for apparently not preparing the team enough for the overtime rules, supposedly.
Cole Johnson.
Peyton was considered the winner, and he was the darling of all darlings for Gerald.
With a special appearance by Tyrone Alizé McDummy.
Ain't nobody calling me. Text delete.
Join these two football enthusiasts as they give you Total Football Talk. Live every Monday at 4 p.m. Eastern, 3 p.m. Central on the Sertoba Media and the Comey Media YouTube channels. Join the transporter to Hades.
Your butt and gut becomes one.
Join the reformer of hooker whores.
This is my daughter, Placenta Booty Johnson.
Join the bronze guard.
Whenever you are in distress, take off your baseball cap and throw it in the air.
Join your very own superhero of broadcasting, Chris Bass.
So whatever color crayon they get, they palm it and do 2 circles, and that translates to, I can beat up black people.
As he takes you through the week's paces in Baseline. Live every Saturday at 8 a.m. Eastern, 7 a.m. Central, Pacific Time Zone people, just stay asleep when this is on live and just catch the recording. Oh, I'm sorry. Exclusively on the Chris Bass YouTube channel.
Here's an important message from the Diabetes Solution Center. Do you like pricking your fingers to test your blood sugar levels? No one does, but it's important to maintain your health. And now, by wearing a small remote device called a continuous glucose monitor, or CGM, you don't need to prick your fingers anymore. It's easy to use and helps you make more accurate diabetes treatment decisions. If you are testing your blood sugar 3 or more times daily, injecting insulin, or using an insulin pump, call the Diabetes Solution Center right now. And if you have Medicare or most major insurance coverage, you may be able to get a new CGM at little to no out-of-pocket cost. Shipping is free, and we'll even bill your insurance company for you. If you are testing your blood sugar 3 or more times daily, injecting insulin, or using an insulin pump, call the Diabetes Solution Center right now to learn how to end the painful finger sticks and get your own continuous glucose monitor, or CGM, at little to no out-of-pocket cost.
'Cause we take this job so serious.
Gerald Jones has no brains. His football acumen is the same capacity as Gun Run's moral capacity.
What in the all types of blue hell?
This is Snowman in the Morning.
And to think I spit water out all over my computer when he said that.
Yep. And got mad.
It took me 2 days. It took me 2 days to find that picture of Gun Run. To the Fanatics feedback zone we go. Sick Diggy's the first one to crack it. Says good shooting, good rebounding, good passing, and good blocking. As we were talking about game 1 of the finals, they'll need to tighten things up in the backcourt. And he also says one of these days I'm going to wear a Chicago Cubs number 21 jersey with the name Sosa on the back, and I need you to yell, "Way to go, Sammy!" You're on. You're on. Who remembers when Peyton Manning led the Denver Broncos to a Super Bowl, but their game fell apart on the opening snap 2 seasons later? They returned to the Super Bowl and won it. Yeah, I remember.
Yeah,
remember that very, very well.
And guess remember who they won against?
They
Mr.
lost
Elite.
against Seattle.
They lost against Seattle. I think
Lost against Seattle, and then they beat Carolina.
Yep.
Yes.
Mr. Elite
They beat
was at the helm. Cam.
Oh God. Oh God. Scam Newton. AB Media saluting us from Indianapolis, Indiana. Philip Redden joining us from the left coast. Thank you. A Pizzle says good morning. So all the rowdy friends are here this morning. And to my dusty brother, Philip D. Redden Jr., thank you for joining last night as well as today.
I got to personally thank A Pizzle and his Dolphins for allowing.
Now, I got a question before we go forward.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Oh, I was like, I got to personally thank Pizzle and his Dolphins for giving the Cowboys that extra pick me up in the draft. We can get Caleb Downs. That worked. And I'm surprised how many people were really mad. I don't know why. I don't know why people were so mad.
Oh, I wonder why, man. Because your team starts with Dallas and ends with Cowboys.
I mean, it could have been worse. He could have went to the Chiefs.
Oh, up to the Chiefs! Come here! Chiefs game done. We need you.
I mean, he also could have came to New England.
He could have came to New England.
I would have rather him go to New England. He could at least get developed into a nice safety.
He could have even went to San Fran.
He could also go to San Francisco.
You know what would have been the worst place for Caleb Downs?
And Droid nearly
Cleveland.
spits his drink out.
No, the worst idea
Chicago.
is going to San Francisco because that's a pot of greed move.
Not Chicago. It's not in the north of the
Shut
NFC.
up! That is not a pot of. That is. Look, dog. You and Victor, and I'm laughing as I say this because my own wife said this to me.
Yep.
You know what, Victor? Give me this button. You know what, Victor? You for that pot of greed joke.
Yeah, because
why? Because Jody made it to me.
There you go.
Listen,
I mean, it's probably a good thing.
Jody made that to me. Redden says, I can't wait for football season to start next month. Me neither. And by the way, Pizzle, I mean this very I got one. Cleveland.
No, I mean,
Cleveland.
Because they have no direction. And
I mean, it could have been worse. He could have gone to Chicago. They're cursed this year. Look at the Madden cover.
Yeah, I said that earlier.
Oh, God.
Caleb Williams is on
Why
the
did they put him?
Because he's the number one quarterback in the country.
There you go.
On
He's
the cover.
He's number one quarterback, Caleb Williams.
I'm going to sock you in the mouth for that. Listen, I'm going to sock you in the mouth for that. Jen's going to kick you in the ass, and so is Deb.
She goes to a couch at me.
But that joke didn't last long. Listen, that didn't last long, though, because Caleb Williams did prove himself. Okay, let me give him credit.
Yeah.
And Pizzle, I mean this kiddingly, I have a special you for you because of freaking pineapple.
Oh, no.
Now that song won't get out of my bleeping head.
Listen, so we
were on Discord. Yeah.
Wait a minute. What about Discord?
Good.
No, you had your story.
Tell you later.
No, you gonna tell the story. You gonna tell it now, okay? This is your show. You tell the story. You tell it now.
Goodbye. Here's what happened. Here's what happened. Here's what happened. Was on Discord yesterday, and all I see is Pizzle holding a screen, putting up a screenshot of Spotify, yelling a cuss word because the song "Pineapple" was there to lead off his playlist.
I saw that.
All right. Before we get deets in here, Droid had a short story. Go ahead.
So I called. So when I got the news, I got it from because for some reason Stadium Live is fast. They get the news before anybody else, which is why I get it before anybody else.
Mm-hmm.
So I get the news Myles Garrett is being traded to the Rams, and I immediately all right, I gotta call Victor because I know they're pretty busy. Shane is pretty busy. So I'm like, who do I know is going to pick up Victor? So I call him.
Mm-hmm.
And he said, what's going on? And I said, Myles Garrett to the Rams. He said, has anyone checked on Playmaker?
Yeah.
That was my first. Hey, Boss Man will tell you that was my first text in the group chat was somebody check on Playmaker.
Yes.
I
what?
was like, because
Playmaker sent me last night.
On the back.
Mm-hmm.
A picture of the Super Bowl trophy?
Aaron Donald's. Yeah, basically. If Aaron Donald comes back, I'm done. I quit.
You quit.
Because Playmaker, I'm gonna kick play. You know what? I'm gonna kick Playmaker's ass, and I mean this Playmaker. I mean this playfully. I'm gonna kick Playmaker's ass because he said he sent me last night on the broadcast, apologies to the 49ers and their offensive line.
Yeah, I saw that.
With Myles Garrett in the house, any offensive line is going to get terrorized.
If Aaron Donald comes back, I'm already going to wipe the season out, and I'm not even going to talk about it.
Yep, same. If Aaron Donald comes back, I quit. If Aaron Donald comes back to fortify that defensive line, I'm out.
And it makes it worse for me.
No way because anybody in the
it makes it worse for me. It makes it worse for me because in the same season, not only does my quarterback have to deal with Myles Garrett, but he's also got to deal with Micah Parsons in Green Bay.
And he's got to deal with Nick Bosa in Frisco.
No Bosa, yep. So
Victor, get it right. Your quarterback has to deal with your own owner. Come on now.
Well,
yeah,
that's true too.
All right.
The line was better this year than other years.
All right, we got something to do. There's somebody that's been patiently waiting for us, and he's about to go off.
Passionate.
Come after me. I'm a man. I'm 40.
Unflinching.
Let's go back to losing. Parking was easier.
Unrelenting.
They're not going to keep him off the field tonight.
Totally.
This one has a chance.
Deeds.
That's not just a murmur, that's a full-blown fibrillation.
Surprise, Deeds. How do you like that new opening?
What's up? Oh, I love it. I love AI. AI in me looks good.
I would say right now, I have a bone to pick with Deeds.
AI makes me look good.
I'm sorry, I have a bone to pick with Deeds.
Uh-oh. What do you got?
A lot of people do. So let's go.
So the last time Deeds was on, he brought up a very profound sickness in the Madden community.
Yep.
Oh God.
And sure as sugar, it happened. I'm watching some Madden plays. This guy sets up. He shows the player art, right?
I'm going to give Deets the camera because I got to run to the restroom. I'll be right back. Deets, I'll let you lead this conversation. I'll be right back.
All right.
He shows the player art, right? The defense looks like they're basically set up in your traditional cover 3. Guy has a post route, an out corner, and a slant. Pretty much everyone is on the right side of the field.
Oh my God!
Guy says, you know what? With this play, my first read is to my number one receiver, who's on the post route, going up and then coming in. Where there's 3 people, he throws the ball. It's instantly picked, and he yells out, "This game cheats every time!" And I'm like, "Wait, the game cheated? The game cheated?"
You throw it into triple coverage, you moron.
Right. I'm like, so this is what Deeds was talking about last time.
Meanwhile, I don't even need to see the clip. I can tell you right now, the slant was wide open.
Right.
Oh, easily. The slant would have been wide open.
The slant was, I guarantee you, the slant was wide open, and he never saw it. Never saw it.
The slant was wide open.
Here's the thing. The fact is, people get so complacent in running the same 6 or 7 plays that they figure, oh, it's going to work every time. No, it's not.
Well, the thing is, like, it's the same 6-7 plays. It's also the fact that, again, as Dee said before, they're only looking at their receivers. Not only was the slant wide open, but the corner was man-man coverage, and the person on the corner route beat him by 6 miles. Not even a mile, by 6 miles. But he wanted to throw it to the number 1 receiver, which was the post route, which got picked. I'm like,
here's the question.
Okay.
Why do so many Madden players insist on only throwing to their number 1 route?
It's what Dee said the last time he was here. That they said their first read is to the receiver, not the defense. The defense should be your first read. what is the defense giving you?
I would rather take a tight end on a corner route that's only like 15 yards than try to go deep on something if I know that I've got the coverage.
One of my favorite plays.
Well, that's the thing. That's the thing that people do, and that's the thing that Madden does. If you watch people play Madden or college football 26 or 27 when it comes out, what you see people doing is, and what the computer tries to do is the computer tries to score. They try to score as quick as possible. Yep. They're not interested in a 15-play, 12-minute drive down the field. They're not okay with 3 yards, and a first down, and keep going down and just matriculate the ball down the field. They're not set up for that. They don't know how to handle that.
Right.
They don't know how to handle it. If you watch CPUs play, it's 3 yards, 6 yards, and then they try to hit a home run, or their guy breaks a tackle and goes for breaks a big game. That's how they play, and that's how the computer expects you to play, and that's how most Madden people play is. I'm just going to throw the ball down the field. Like, I'm just going to throw it up for grabs.
I'm going to air it out.
And it's like, if you just manipulate the ball down the field and manipulate the defense, you'll trick the computer every single time. And that's
easily.
It's crazy. It's crazy the way that goes.
I would run a lot of like I formation plays, so like a sprint or a toss. And it would force the defense to blitz. And the next time they blitz, I would play a play action pass that the tight end would take a post route. It leaves them open every time because they're always pushing the linebacker in. They're always moving that middle linebacker in for a blitz. So all I gotta do is wait for he gets out there, boom, toss it. It's always a first down, if not a touchdown.
Yeah,
but everybody wants that big play. Everybody wants that big play. They want that 25-yard gainer when you can literally throw a 3-yard pass and there's nobody around, and they can catch it and run for 25 yards more than when you throw it for 25. It's most likely getting picked and going the other way.
Exactly, right. And I don't mind setting up with I formation, running either a halfback inside or even going halfback sweep, because if I know I'm going to get the yardage, I'm going for it.
You might as well.
All right.
But I just thought it was hilarious. I'm like, there's no way. He just talked about this today, and then it happens while I'm like watching some Madden plays, and the guy yelling out that the game cheats and this is proof is hilarious.
And I can't tell you how many times I've actually scored my tight end going up the gut because both of my wides are double covered.
Yeah.
And you give me a simple route up the gut with my tight end, I'm going to him every time.
And you take it like this. Let's take it out of video game logic and let's go into like actual football. Who's going to be the most covered? The number one option, right?
Exactly.
Number one option.
For us, it's CeeDee Lamb. For Snowman, it's probably going to be either Brandon Ayuk or it's going to be George Kittle.
Up here in New England, you're looking at probably A.J. Brown being the one that's double.
It's going to be A.J. Brown.
But I'm on A.J. Brown. You and Deb don't fight, bro. I'm telling you right now. You and Deb.
Yeah, me and Deb are going to have to go around at some point.
But it's like
No. Deb ain't fighting. Deb wanted him out after the playoff game. He was gone.
And of course, Deb has been
the
Chargers.
Deb,
so
listen. If anybody is going rounds with Deb, it's going to be my crazy ass, because January 3rd, San Francisco has to host Philadelphia in what could possibly be a game for the number one seed in the NFC. And also, we got to go see the Chargers. I'm going rounds with Deb.
I'm still not convinced that Deb was not staked out in front of Kevin Petullo's house after the Cowboys came back and won that game against Philly. I think she was like just waiting for him.
You know what? And Deb, we love you, and we mean this, jokingly. I think Deb had steam coming out of her ears when the Niners ran that trick play with Jawan Jennings hitting Christian McCaffrey.
That's the other
for
one.
What was then the goal.
That's another person who I think would be well covered if it were the 49ers. It's just again. You know
who else would be well covered? Christian McCaffrey.
Yeah, CMC.
But you know what, Deeds?
Who do the Eagles play week 1?
It ain't
live
us.
Research.
It ain't us, so that's good.
Live research.
And we just
Hold on a minute.
Did the breakdown too.
We just did we just did this. We just did this. But I've slept since then.
True. I did too.
We've all slept since then.
It doesn't really matter who they play week 1. As long as none of their players get ejected before the first snap of the game, they're ahead of where they were last year, okay?
That was wild, though.
Just don't get ejected before the first snap of the game.
Right.
And you're in positive business.
It's Washington.
First game. First game they host the Washington Redskins. Here's the Eagles' schedule. They host Washington, then go to Tennessee, then to Chicago. God help us. Week 4, they face the Rams, which means Deb's going to be pulling her hair out. Then they go to Jacksonville. They host Carolina, and then the Cowboys come to town in week 7. Then they go to Washington. Then they host the Giants, the Steelers. They go to Dallas, and that's Thanksgiving Day. Yep. They go to Arizona. Then they host the Indianapolis Colts. Good Lord.
See, I don't feel so bad.
I'm going to feel around.
They got a gauntlet to go. They got a gauntlet to go through.
They do. I said, I don't feel so bad.
And then after they host Indianapolis, they host the champs.
Yep.
5 days later, they host Houston on Christmas Eve. January 23rd, they go to Santa Clara, and then they finish at the Giants. So me and Deb are going to be picking at each other all season.
I think one of those games they got to play. They got to play the Cowboys.
Yep.
After the Cowboys have a game, I think it's like a Thursday night game, and then the Cowboys have a bye. And then they play the Eagles. So they're going to have like 13 days to get ready for the for one of those Eagles games. And that's crazy.
That is crazy. That's insane.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, I'm looking at.
But
I'm actually looking at the New England schedule, and
I got a bone to pick with. I got a bone to pick with Deeds.
Why
are you mad, dog?
Let's keep them going.
Why am I mad?
And now
you want to know the schedule I'm looking at?
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. We obviously kicked the party off on Wednesday with the champs.
Yep.
That's going to go well. Then we go Pittsburgh, Jacksonville, Buffalo, and Vegas, our first 5 to wrap up the first part of the season.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not liking the Jacksonville Buffalo part.
No, you shouldn't.
Then we've got the Jets, Chicago on Prime. Thank God, no one wants to see that crap. Miami, Green Bay, and Detroit in the UK. Then we got the bye week. Then me and Deb gonna have a fight.
I'm sorry
because we are on the road to the Chargers.
Oh boy. And then
here's how we wrap up this is how we wrap up 2026. Okay. Buffalo, Minnesota, Kansas City on a Monday night, and the Jets.
Yeah.
And then our 2 flex games are Denver in Miami to wrap up the season.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
It's not a last place schedule again.
No, it's not.
Y'all got a first place. Y'all got a first. Y'all got a first. Y'all got a first place. Y'all got a first place schedule. Let's see what happens.
Here's ours. Here's the schedule for the 49ers.
Okay.
The Rams in Australia.
Yep.
10 days off, and then who the hell came up with that idea? 10 days off, and then we host Miami, so we get to beat them up. Then we get to beat up the Cardinals. Then Denver. And all three of those games. Listen, the Dolphins, Cardinals, and Broncos are all at home, and they're all at 4:05. Well, actually, the Cardinals are at 4:05. The other two are at 4:25.
You know how in Spain they have the running of the bulls? Snowman will have to face the running of the Umas.
Yes.
Victor, don't get me started on the Umas because I've seen too many Uma Musume paint jobs on Forza Horizon 6. I'm not joking. Between that and Hollow
Then
Life,
we go.
Napoleon's been having a field day.
Oh Lord. Next.
Oh my gosh.
What? What is it?
What's the schedule, boss?
Then we see Fernando Mendoza at 4:05.
That's
7 days after that, we go to Jerry World and beat them up.
Yeah,
of course.
And for the first time in 3 years, it's not a Sunday. Listen, for the first time in 4 years, it's not a Sunday night game with the Niners and the Cowboys. They actually put this at 4:05. Although I am afraid they may change that. We'll see. Then Paul Allen pays us a visit on Sunday Night Football.
I just couldn't leave
a week after that, we host the champs.
Yes.
Shut up. A week after that, we host the champs. Then we go to the Giants, host the Rams, and the Chargers. So Deb gonna beat me up several times.
Yep.
And then we go to Kansas City after 10 days off
to take on Justin Fields.
Because the Niners and Chargers play on Thursday Night Football. We play Thursday Night Football against the Chargers. Then we go to Kansas City for a 4:25 match, and I'm willing to bet you Fox is covering that.
Yes. No.
Then.
Wait. Yeah, I think so. Because it is NFC.
Then we host Philadelphia.
Oh boy.
At 8:20.
Oh, that's Sunday night or
January 3rd. Sunday Night Football.
Sunday night.
Sunday
I think
Night
that's
Football.
The last regular season Sunday night game.
So in a 3-week stretch. Yep, it is. So in a 3-week stretch, we played 2 primetime games at the Chargers and then host the Eagles. And in the middle of that, we host the we play the Chiefs in Kansas City at 4:25. So that's another primetime game.
Yep.
Right? I mean, except for the Giants, Atlanta, the Mylanta Turkeys.
You need a box of
Except for the Giants at 1. Except for the Giants at 1 and the Mylanta Turkeys at 1 on October 25th. Every game's a prime timer. Now, prime time can be defined as 4 o'clock and later. Every single, except for the Mylanta Turkeys and the New York Midgets, every doggone game the Niners have is a prime timer. It's either 4:05, 4:25, or 8:25.
Okay.
Hey, look, I'm having fun. Okay.
We have 11.
Okay. Yeah. look who you're asking. Look who you're asking. Every game the Cowboys have is in prime time. So we're not too worried about it.
They could just
get used to it. Get used to it.
Since we're going through this, I might as well go through this again.
But Victor, you hear you remember when we talked about the schedule?
Yes, we did.
I mean, remember Victor said, "Oh, I don't feel good about this schedule."
I don't.
You hear everybody else's schedule. The Cowboys' schedule ain't that bad.
We start off with the Giants, and Dietz is pushing to be behind enemy lines for that one. Because that's in the Meadow.
Yes.
That's in Giant Stadium.
Yeah.
That's in the Meadowlands.
That's the Meadowlands.
Then we come home and face the Indians. I mean the Commanders. I mean the Redskins. I mean the Commanders.
Redskins, damn it.
Then we host the Baltimore Ravens, and yes, Lamar, it is you.
No, we don't host. We do not host the Baltimore Ravens. We face the Baltimore Ravens in Brazil.
Oh, in Brazil, right.
In Brazil.
In Brazil.
And games in Brazil. We don't host nothing. We got to go to Brazil for that.
We gotta go to Brazil. I'm like, wait a minute, because when Snowman talked about the international games, he said, "Yeah, the Cowboys have one." I'm like, wait, what? Why?
Yep. We go to Brazil for that one.
We go to Brazil. Okay.
But that's okay.
Then we have the battle in Texas against the Houston Texans.
The Strouds.
The Strouds who blow up the moon. Then we host the Buccaneers with.
I have another name
Baker
for that,
Mayfield.
but that'll be nice.
No, you cannot.
You're really gonna introduce the game. You're gonna introduce the game that way.
What, the Buccaneers?
I would have said. We go to Brazil and play the Ravens. Then we get the Cole Johnson special. Dallas versus Houston.
Yes, the team that Cole loves. Well, actually, he hates both teams. He
hates both teams.
He loves the Texans.
He hates both teams.
He loves the Texans. He hates
the Titans.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
We get the Cole Johnson Classic.
Cole Johnson Classic.
Yes.
There you go.
The Cole Johnson Classic. There we go.
Snowman, you got to make graphics.
The utter blasphemy.
Then after the Buccaneers game.
Wait. Hold on. I think I have that sound, and it sounds like this. The utter blasphemy.
Now, here's the thing. Now, after the Bucs game, Dietz and I start on October 18th. Between the Cowboys and the Packers, we start at quarter number 6.
Quarter number 6. We get the continuation.
The continuation of this time, and it's in Lambeau Field.
It's in Lambeau Field. There must be a winner. We start at quarter number 6, 40-40.
The utter blasphemy.
Somebody's walking out a winner. No ties in that one. Somebody's winning that game.
No 2 ties in a row. Then we go to the place that even boos Santa Claus.
You know what? I already know. Listen. I already know what's going to happen. Because I already got that game slated for Dietz and Victor to call that game. I'm going to sit back here in my producer's chair and wait for the next couple of great lines.
Yep. Hopefully we put some in the middle of the doggone field. Then we go to the place that boos Santa Claus, the Philadelphia Eagles. We host the Arizona Cardinals. For some reason, we can never beat these guys.
Nope.
Then I have a fight with the entire Snowman household.
I don't know why y'all.
I don't know.
Hey, we beat them last year.
Did we beat last year? I think we even faced them.
We did beat them. We did.
Wait.
Arizona,
yeah.
We We did beat Arizona last year, and it cost me $4,000.
Cost him $4,000.
$4,000 down the.
Oh no! Wait,
why do you have
we
an
didn't.
entire fight?
We didn't beat them last year. We lost to them last year.
Okay. So I was right.
And it cost me. And it cost me because that was the game. That was the game that clinched. That was the game that clinched me the King of the Hill.
Right.
But it was on a Monday night, and the guy I was going up against had picked the Cowboys.
Yeah.
But because it was a Monday night and Sunday, I had already hit mine. All I had was him left. And we split the pot. Because I just wanted to get it over with and walk out with money. If I did not split that pot and Arizona wins that game, I would have won the whole pot instead of having to split it.
Gotcha.
So yeah.
Right.
Because I didn't want to take it because I was like, you know what? I was like Cowboys in Arizona.
I don't want to do it.
Right. So can I have a fight with the entire man household in the next 2 weeks?
Yeah, we get back to back. We get Indianapolis and San Francisco back to back.
First, it's me and Dr. K because it's Cowboys going to Indy to take on the Indianapolis
to face the
Colts.
Colts.
And then we come home.
What time is that game?
That
Hold
is
on.
noon.
What time is that?
Noon.
That's going to be a 1 o'clock game.
Noon for me, 1 for you.
Which means I have to put up another microphone in here.
Yes, you do. Then at 4:25, I come back home, and guess who's waiting at the door? Snowman and the San Francisco 49ers. They couldn't leave us alone. They left alone for 1 year, and they said, nope, got to have you guys fight again.
Can't do it.
Got to have you guys fight again.
Can't win with them. Can't do it.
The last, okay, Mike Singletary, the last time these two teams played.
Yes.
The last time these two teams played. I was doing DoorDash that night.
Yeah.
And the Cowboys led 10-6 at the half. Victor called
that was a playoff game.
And said, hey, we
might actually
No. This was 2 years ago.
The last time we played, y'all blew us out in the first quarter, and then it turned into like a 7-point game by the end.
Well, it was the third quarter that got us going because the Cowboys led 10-6 at the half. Victor called me excited and said, hey, we could actually pull it off.
I call with some very tempered optimism, but I was not excited.
Yeah, you were. You were up 10-6 at the half. And Victor did have tempered optimism. 10-6. And I said, how many quarters are in the game? He says 4. I said, how many have you played? 2. Okay.
That's my tempered
I
optimism.
hung up. About 25 minutes later, Victor called me back and said, shut up.
Because nobody loves to laugh at my misery. And he knows he does.
All right.
Okay, so after we finish that, then we get a pseudo bye because we take on the Tennessee
I think with all
Titans. And I'm calling it now. This is probably the only game that Cole Johnson will actually root for the Cowboys against the Tennessee Titans. It depends on who he hates more, us or the team that stole his legacy of the Houston Oilers.
Man, Cole Johnson will quit.
How great!
All right.
How great would it be? How great would it be if if that's the game, how great would it be? Cowboys, Titans.
Yep.
And that's the game the Titans decide to break out the Oilers jerseys.
Oh my God!
Oh my God! I think the entire NFL would.
The utter blasphemy.
Cole will have an aneurysm live.
Cole will actively go on air wearing a Dak Prescott jersey if that happens.
Because they're going to do it. They're going to wear them at least once, at least one game this year. They're going to wear them.
At least one game, they're going to do it.
Why wouldn't you do it against the Texan team?
Right. Then we come home.
11 after the hour, very quickly. 11 after the hour, and we owe you an ID.
Broadcasting live in your region, across our nation, and around the world. This is Snowman Multimedia.
We need to see it.
Put somebody in the middle of the field.
It's really, in the end, basically a skill issue.
Jesus Christ.
Well, that game sucked.
You fool!
I'm on Alarm Island.
What the is that?
Give me them cocks!
Now get out my face, you thirsty bitches.
Now get out of my face, you thirsty bitches.
Now get out of my face, you thirsty bitches. Now get the hell out of my face, you thirsty bitches.
You really had
to
split up Alarm Island like that?
Are we?
Go ahead, Deets.
Have we gotten everything out already?
Let me go ahead and finish this off. We take on the Seahawks at December 7th, then take on the Rams, then we come home, host the Jags, and then we finish it off with the NFC East tour of the Giants and the Commanders. That's our schedule.
All right, Snowman, have you gotten everything you want to get in on this show? Have you gotten everything you want to get in?
That's taking over.
I mean, yeah, Deets taking over, but unfortunately, Deets, I'm gonna have to push it to tomorrow to lead off because my computer's starting to act wonky again. But I'll make you a promise. Tomorrow, you will lead off the show. Even with the Stanley Cup Final and the NBA World Championship, Deets leads off the show tomorrow with everything college football. In fact, I'll give you the first hour.
Okay.
I'll make you that promise.
I wasn't even gonna go college football.
Where were you gonna go?
Where were you going?
To Snowman's home state.
Mm-hmm.
The home state of Indiana. I'm telling you right now, Indiana's about to blow up.
Yeah, it is. Matter of fact, you know.
And I just got one thing to say about this, and if we want to dive into it more tomorrow, we can. But all I'm saying is, what did I tell you last year about the WNBA? When the WNBA starts hitting normie, when their drama starts hitting normie people, that's when it's a problem.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And the Indiana Fever has reached a boiling point. It is a problem right now. Oh, and I have so many questions that Snowman can answer for me that I need him to answer before I even try to dissect this situation going on with Caitlin Clark, the head coach. It's a disaster.
And I want to hold that. It's a disaster waiting to happen, and I hate saying that. And I want to hold it to tomorrow.
I was about to say, let's have that open the show tomorrow. And
we'll hold that
all to Friday. Or
next week. We'll hold that. Yeah, we'll hold that tomorrow because it is a boiling point, and I'm waiting to see what happens tonight with the Dream and the Fever.
And
that's a
we'll
6:30 game. Yeah, we'll have Allie on too to help discuss that. In fact, I think that's our whole show for tomorrow. I believe that's our whole show for tomorrow.
Yeah.
All right.
It's gonna take that ball of yarn is gonna take a long time to unstring.
Yeah.
And we'll do that tomorrow.
Yeah, it is.
So,
it is. All right, we're getting out of here. Yep. Yeah, we're getting out of here. Have a great day. God bless. Remember to make your next move your best move. Always remember, if your dreams don't scare you, they're simply not big enough. Dream big, do bigger. We hope y'all are too. Thanks for listening to this this short edition of Man in the Morning. We got the full boat for you tomorrow. And Stephanie White, you better figure it out. We're out of here. See you tomorrow.
Deets, I'm kicking your ass tomorrow about Alarm
Baby,
Island, by the way.
Brian, I need to show you something before you get out
Hold
of
on a
here.
minute. Lucy, baby, Daddy misses you. You gave me and Jody 8 wonderful years, and you gave this world 18 years. I'm going to miss your crazy butt, you crazy dog, but I love you, and we miss you, and there are just moments I wish you were here. This is one of them. So long, everybody.